So we need to put these stocks on our watch list. That is what we want to do today. We want to look at some interesting stocks and see if we'll have opportunity to make maybe 10-20% from these stocks. So if you look at my screen, what you're seeing is the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 is currently approaching the 8,000 points, just as we've predicted. Don't forget that when we were approaching this area, a lot of people were afraid because we were currently at an all-time high. So it's very, very, investors are always careful when stocks prices approach all-time high. Before we now cross the previous all-time high, and now we're doing a price discovery. So if you see, we have a little pullback here before the have price continuation. Then we have another little pullback here, and I expect another rally that will take the S&P 500 to 8,000 points. So that is for the all-share index. Just to let us know the market is healthy, even though we are experiencing some pullback in some certain ticker. We still know that some of these stocks are still going to do well. So I have some stocks, like I said, we have to watch. So these stocks, we need to look at them. One of them is Zoom. I know most of you, because I want to initiate you guys, you understand, into this stuff. After initiating you guys, then you start making money. So this is and so far this area has served as a bit of support. Around here. Let's just work with what we have here. So we're going to be looking at these core areas here. Okay, so I have to push this backward a bit. Fantastic. So this is the area. So we're going to change. Let me change this. I should make this black. Okay. Then this middle space, I'll make it yeah. So now Zom is currently selling for 157. Guys, this is amazing. Zom was doing 9,900. Then I used to trade. Don't tell anybody. I used to trade it and make consistent 20%. So it will just move from sometime 89, sometime 90, will move to 110, 120, pulls back. That has been the movement. But lately, you see the jump. So all those areas where all this place, you can see, 110, you can see 100, you can see 117, you can see 6, you see. So that 10%, you see, 22, 100, you see, 19, 98, you get the point. So you can see that movement around here, but now it has actually moved away from that point. So let's just put a cage around here, so you can see that that balance trade that's happening around here. So before we get this rally, so you can see what is happening here. So when I knew this stock is going to do well was when the United States took over the oil production of Venezuela. So that was when I knew this particular stock is going to do well. But unfortunately, I have not created a group. So we're going to be using the Investors Palace group. I'll drop the Telegram group. Although we have close to 1,000 members there, they focus on local stocks, but I just want to merge it so that we'll get them interested also in the foreign stock, so that they will not limit themselves in the local balance. Then the paid group for the US stock will now be a different group. So that will be a different group. So for the Telegram, we'll communicate both Nigeria and foreign. You understand? So communicate both in there. So we have that channel, because the main channel for this group is actually the WOP platform. Of course, I know most people might not know how to use the platform. So for the paid, we have to use another platform. But for now, the free channel where I'll be dropping some signals, which is going to be on the Telegram channel, which is called the Investors Palace. So you see a link in the description. I'll put the link there. So for those of us who also want to learn what I'm doing, I also create a course for you to learn how to trade the US market. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Let's just make money. Congratulations to those who made money in previous calls. There are more calls to come. And like I said, you need to have your take profit strategy. If not, you will see money, you will not take it. When you are not losing money, that's when you will take it. I don't want you to be such an investor. So that's number one stock for you. So for me, this stock, I think we're planning to after a break at this area, because don't forget we got rejection at 155 before pulling back to 144, and currently we're doing 157, so which is a week. So we're expecting a pullback back to these region. So it depends on your target, depend on what you want in the market. But for me, based on what has been happening around here, so we've had rejection here, we had rejection here, we have another one here, we have another one here. So two things is either you wait for a pullback to this point, or you take advantage of this and then another resistance is here. But let's see how many percent is in between, because this is just for a swing trade. You don't have to. Okay, just 10%. So anyway, we'll still be watching and see how we're going to take advantage of this movement. So the next one is Netflix. Let's look at Netflix. Let's see what Netflix is doing. Of course, people are still watching movies, so you can see the movement of Netflix. So you see the movement of Netflix. Okay, so let's go to weekly so that we can get some areas. Okay, on a weekly chart. So on a weekly chart, we draw a box around here. We draw a box around here. So we had a push to this point before the pullback. Okay, so we have this here. Okay, so it's coming back to the buy zone. It's coming back to the buy zone. So I'll be expecting a bounce around this region. So I'll be looking at this area here. So I'll change the color here to give me red. No, let's the blue, then the inner part, looking at this area. So this is the area I'll be looking at getting my Netflix. So you can see the down movement. So I'll be expecting to get in around this area here. So that's for Netflix, and that will be giving us 50%. So you can just target 50% for Netflix from this current price. So, but anyway, you need to understand what I'm doing here. So don't go and overstay your welcome. So we have Snap. Let's look at what Snap is doing. Okay, Snap has actually dipped to this point. So this point is a very important point. Let's draw our line. Let's draw a line here. So let's extend it. Let's extend it to this point. Okay, fantastic. So let's come back to daily. Okay, great. Back to daily. So if you look clearly, there is a bit of change of character happening around this area here. You can see after a massive dump, we had a good rally. Then it bounces back from this area, also move up, then it came down. So we're going to target this area here. We're going to target this area. So we're going to change this inner color to white. So we're going to target this area. So that will be another good area, but If you're greedy or you want to get it at a good price, then you'll be looking at this area here, which is almost $4. So that is Snapchat for you. Of course, we're just doing technical analysis. So the next one I want us to look at is Tesla. So we all know Elon Musk went to China with Donald Trump, and of course, you can see our trade worked out fine. So this was the trade when I was doing analysis on how to trade using Bybit. I hope we've seen that video. So everything still remain intact. This was a good bounce back, a move up again. Coming down this area will be another point of entry while we're still observing this area. But let's just mark this key zone here. Let's mark this key zone. So this is another key zone. So that's for Tesla. So we'll move to the next one. We're looking at Apple. So let's look at Apple at 300. Let's jump to long time to see clearly, because some of us might be buying to hold for a long time. So this is Apple. Okay, Apple has been having some interesting flow lately. So let's see. Let's see if we get some interesting too. Okay, let's come here. Okay, this is it. So if we pick from here. So we can see the consistent movement that Apple has been having. So as a smart investor, you might just want to ride this up and down. You get my point? So you might just want to ride this up and down. Look at the channel. You buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. You can see. But let's quickly jump to daily so that we can see what we are talking about. This daily. Okay. So you can see still intact. So of course, at this point in time, you have to wait for Apple. so this is sweet money. But I don't know if the percentage is going to be much. Let's see from here. Wow, it's actually much. Eh, it's actually much. Okay. Let's look at Ford. Let's look at Ford. Ford Motors. Ford Motor has done some rally. Okay, it has done some rally, so we'll still be waiting around this area. Yeah? You'll still be waiting around this area. So look at Nvidia. Nvidia has been that stock that did 1,000%, guys. But anyway, we are still going to be watching Nvidia. So we are still watching Nvidia. So the other one is Figma. I think I dropped this in the SSS community for some times ago. I think I even have it in my portfolio. I'll go and check. So this one still observing. So this will be a nice area, because this is showing green. So it will be a nice area, and this has potential of doing 50%. But anyway, we're still watching, and we are still observing. So the last one I want us to see is in the solar industry, Solar Edge. So it did some massive movement. You can see the massive movement. So all I need us to do is to watch. Let's do weekly so that we can get the full view. Okay, so you can see the full view. So be watching this area too. Be watching this area. So we had this movement. We should have a support line, horizontal support around here. So this is the critical area we're looking for. So any dip around this area, we have a breakout retest, then this current movement. So let's watch if it's going to drop. So anyway, I just said let me jump up here and share some videos so that we can see what we're going to do for the new week. This is the Stock Up Nation, where we discuss stocks, dividends, and crypto. We just want to give insights on how to actually make money. So my name still remain Uncle Joe, and you are welcome to the Stock Up Nation. So do well to join the Telegram group, and also do well to click the subscribe button in case you're just watching us for the first time, so that we can make money together. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that I get notified of my posts and reaching videos like this. Until I come away again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to word salute. See you in the next one.